It is 4 p.m. We're bringing developing news and the stories behind the headlines. This is StoryCon or the Story Conference. I'm Ed Lingao. Some stories we're watching this Thursday, October 3. It is confirmed dismissed Bamban Mayor Alice Go is running for re-election. That's according to her lawyer, Stephen David. Earlier today, the NBI filed falsification and perjury charges against Go over the submission of an alleged falsified counter-affidavit. Senators Bato de la Rosa and Bongo have filed their COCs or Certificates of Candidacy for re-election. They were joined by actor Philip Salvador, who is also seeking a Senate seat. And in Batangas, the star for all seasons and seasoned politician Vilma Santos Recto has filed their COC for governor of the province. Her children, Luis Manzano and Ryan Christian Recto, are also joining the local race. Luis will be running, or lucky to some of you, will be running as vice governor, while Ryan Christian is running for congressman of the 6th District of Batangas. And joining us today, as always, Ami Pamintuan, the editor-in-chief of the Philippine Star. And ang mag-celebrate ng kanyang birthday sa Sabado. Ako ba'y tama?
Okay. Okay.
Hindi ko makasagot. Totoo naman
Nahihiya ko nang i-announce pa yung birthday.
Ay, ganun ba? Sorry.
Baka makakala nila politiko rin ako eh.
Ganun ba yun? Political ba may birthday?
Oo, yung mga politiko, big deal ang mga birthday.
Hindi naman big deal ang birthday mo eh. Basta lang mapaligaya mo eh. Ang may kaarawan sa darating na Sabado, ang ating pandit pangkalawakan na si Tito Ron Llamas.
Salamat. Patrick, nasa ka, Patrick? Patrick.
Kayo. ikaw talaga. Tingin mo, malilimutan namin basta-basta yung karawan.
Patrick.
Kinagagalak namin na ikaw isinilang sa mundong ito.
Parang hindi ganun karami ang nagagalak.
Happy birthday daw mula sa Parañaque, mula sa Philippine Star.
Advance happy birthday.
Advance happy birthday.
Parang may guest na tayo naghihintay.
Ay, ganun ba? Wala pa eh. Wala pa tayong guess. May malaking istorya nakuha ng News 5. Oh.
Ayan, si Comelec spokesperson naghihintay.
Hindi. Ay, wala, nakalagay yun. Loko mo ko eh.
Wala pa.
Wala pa, oh. Alam mo, buti mo si Ami, alam eh. Palibas
Ayan,
sa happy birthday. Kamulo dyan.
Nakikita ko dito eh. Wala.
Hindi na nga.
Hindi mo naririnig? Kanina pa sila sabi.
Sorry, wala.
Kanina pa sila sabi.
Natanggal pala yung... Sorry, natanggal pala yung, yung sa tenga ko. Well, maraming salamat for joining us, Attorney Rex Laujanco. I think, tama ba?
Naputol.
Kasi tanggal yung earpiece ko.
Ayaw mo maniwala eh.
Hi, Mr. Lodjanko. Good afternoon. Wala oh.
Naputol nga.
Wala siya, naputol.
My apologies. Nagkaroon ng technical difficulty na natanggal yung kable ng earpiece ko. Hindi ko naririnig ang binubulong nila. Anyway, we're bringing in the Comelec as soon as we can get him back to talk about itong story ng News 5 na si Alice Go's lawyer has announced that she is running for re-election.
Actually, kwan yan, in your face.
Oo,
parang
in your face talaga.
hinahamon niya yung gobyerno. No? Wala kayo, eat my dust. No? Hindi niyo ako kayang pigilan. Napakarami niyo ng binato sa akin, hinuli-huli niyo pa ako. No? Ang daming hearing.
Mabot ng Indonesia pa.
Pero sinabi naman yan sa atin ni Comelec Chairman, di ba, na unless nga merong final ruling, pwede pa rin tumakbo. We've had people actually running from prison.
Bok,
Reason, remember?
Andiyan na yung ating Comelec spokesman, si Attorney Rex Laujanco. Sir, thank you for joining us. My apologies kanina, naputol yung yung kable ko. Hindi ko narinig.
Hi, Attorney.
Magandang hapon po, Sir Ed, Ma'am Ami, and Sir Ronald, at sa lahat po ng ating tagapakinig.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Okay.
Sir, we'll start off with the story nga na nakuha ng News 5 kanina na si Alice Go is planning to run for re-election sa Bamban Tarlac. Just to be clear, you speak for Comelec, you're also a lawyer. As far as the Comelec is concerned, wala ho bang balakid legally for her to run at this point?
Opo, siguro po hatiin po natin diskusyon sa dalawang bagay. Una, pwede ba siyang maghain at tatanggapin ba ng
Okay.
COMELEC kanya-kanyang COC? Ikalawang tanong, kung siya po ba ay magiging lehitimong kandidato. So doon muna po tayo sa una. Yes, makapaghahain po
She
siya
can
ng
file.
COC. And yes, tatanggapin po namin ang kanyang COC dahil po ministerial po ang duty ng COMELEC pagdating sa pagtanggap ng COC. Yan po ay nakalagay mismo sa Section 76 ng Omnibus Election Code. Pagdating naman po doon sa magiging lehitimong kandidato ba siya pagkatapos siyang pagkain ng COC, ito po yung bagay na nakadepende. Una po, batay sa aming pagsisiyasat, lahat po ng kasong nakasampalaban sa kanya ay pending pa po. Wala pa pong ruling at wala pang final and executory decision. And secondly, kung meron man pong desisyon, meron bang naka-attach na disqualification, meaning perpetual disqualification to hold public office na desisyon na yon. And on the other hand po, ang COMELEC po mismo ay nakatakda pong Hello?
Yes,
Hello
sir.
po.
Yes, sir. You can hear you,
Yes.
sir.
Opo, ang COMELEC po mismo ay in the process of continuing and completing the preliminary investigation po. Dahil kung matatandaan po ninyo, nagkaroon kami ng fact-finding investigation.
Yes, sir.
Ang aming COMELEC Law Department ang nag-file ng complaint for material misrepresentation. At any rate po, dalawang bagay. Kung meron magkakaroon ng desisyon in the interim po, matapos ang bago maghalalan, nagkaroon ng halalan, mabutuan, at whatever stage, kung pending po ito, hindi nawawala ang kapangyarihan ng COMELEC na i-disqualify siya if the ruling which became final and executory ay merong disqualification. On the other hand, wala rin po makakapigil na makapag-file sa kanya ng petition to cancel or deny due course COC dahil ang kine-question po sa kaso na yan ay yung 5 qualification. It's either age, citizenship, residency, literacy, at pagiging registered voter. And lastly, kung COMELEC nga po ay nag-file po nung ating tinatawag nga po na complaint for material misrepresentation, nothing prevents din po na magkaroon pa ng isang kaso na i-disqualify siya dahil nga po sa issue ng issue ng citizenship.
So, yun yung una kong tanong. Anong status nung inyong sinampang kaso sa kanya? At nabanggit nyo, pwede pa kayo magsampa ng ibang kaso. Pero sa dulo, ano ba masasuggest nyo? Hindi lamang sa COMELEC, kundi sa ating ibang mga ahensya at saka institusyon. Dahil ang nakataya rito, yung ating integridad bilang isang bansa.
Opo, doon sa unang tanong po, Sir Ronald, yung pong ating resolution ng COMELEC Law Department pagdating sa preliminary investigation ay hindi pa po itapos. So, hinihintay pa rin po namin yung ating final recommendation ng Law Department as to whether or not may probable cause po to file for an election offense case, so criminal information sa RTC. Diyan po sa Tarlac, for material misrepresentation. Ikalawa, yung pong nababanggit nyo na latent powers. Tama po kayo, meron pong kapangyarihan ng COMELEC. Pero tandaan po natin, yung motu proprio powers to file po, the petition, is only limited to nuisance candidate. Pagdating po kasi sa issue ng qualification, ang saktong tumatamang kaso po dito ay petition to cancel or deny due course COC. Hindi po iyan motu proprio. Somebody has to file a complaint. Somebody has to file the petition with the COMELEC. At yun po yung didinggin ng COMELEC. At yun po yung sinasabi ko kanina. Hindi porke tatanggapin ng COMELEC yung kanyang COC ay automatic ang kandidato na siya dahil kami po mismo ay umaasa na merong magsasampa ng kaso na petition to cancel her COC because of a lack of qualification. At ito nga po yung citizenship.
Bukas din po, magka-file kami ni Ed Lingao. No? Kung yun lang ang kailangan.
Attorney, yung dismissal order ng ombudsman, di ba meron dong perpetual disqualification also from holding public office? Hindi ba pwedeng basis yun para siya, barred from basis na for not accepting? Or for
Tama
disqualifying
po,
her?
Tumpak po yung pagkakasabi ninyo, Mama Ami, but somebody has to file a petition for disqualification. Hatiin po natin ito. Una po, kung questionin yung qualification, kailangan ang isang pangkaso ay petition to cancel or deny due course of COC at pwede po yan at kailangan may magsampa. Ikalawa, yun nga po yung nabanggit ko, kung meron pong korte, kung merong tribunal na nag-ruling sa kanya na naging final and executory na merong kasamang accessory penalty na perpetual disqualification to hold public office, yan po yung tinatawag nating magiging subject ng isang petition for disqualification. So kung titignan nyo po, maari pong dalawang klase ng kaso ang kaharapin po ni former Mayor Alice Go kung itutuloy niya po yung pagsasampa, yung pagpa-file ng kanyang COC.
Pero sir, kasi when we talk to
Pero hindi ba final yon? Yung sa ombudsman, hindi ba final yon? In fact, hindi na nga siya
Tama po
nag-o-office
kayo.
ngayon, na nag-hold ng public.
Immediately executory po yun, Ma'am Ami, no?
Yes.
But again, we have to follow due process. A petition must be filed in order to effect po yan. Kailangan po kasi madinig po yan, ano? Hindi po kasi kami automatic na basta-basta na lang kakanselahin mo yung COC. Ito nga po yung tatlong paraan na nailahad namin sa inyo.
Pero sir, can I
So,
just confirm
pwedeng
that?
i-invoke yun. Pag may nag-file
Tama po,
nun
pwede po.
na disqualification, i-invoke yung order ng ombudsman na final and executory, pwede yung basis. Ngayon, pag final yung gano'ng katagal yung senyo, yung process na yon, bago siya completely
pangako po
disqualified.
Opo, ang pangako po ni Chairman Garcia, dahil dadaan po ito sa division ng COMELEC, ano? Dahil adversarial po ito. Tatapusin po ng
Yes.
COMELEC division na paglalagakan ng mga kaso na yan within October, yung kaso. At kung sakali man po na matapos yan at magkakaroon ng motion for reconsideration, tatapusin po ng Commission and Bank ang resolution ng motion for reconsideration by November. Para sa lahat ng klase ng kaso po ito, dahil gusto po namin makapag-imprenta na kami ng balota by December at hindi kami makaka-imprenta kung hindi final po ang listahan ng kandidato.
Pero sir, can we just confirm that yung ombudsman decision nung August, is that already final and executory? Kasi I also understand the day after that was announced, in-announce ng abogado niya that they are filing an appeal and they might bring it all the way up to the higher courts.
Tama po. Iba po kasi ang nature ng decision ng Office of the Ombudsman, ano? Immediately executory, and we have to differentiate that from being final and executory. Yung decision po ng Ombudsman is final insofar as they are concerned, and it's immediately executory, kaya nga po napababa siya. But it doesn't mean na final and executory siya dahil subject po ito ng appeal. Yun nga po yung sinasabi ko, kaya kinakailangan po talagang may magpa-file ng petition for disqualification dito sa amin sa COMELEC.
Yes, sir. But in that case, sir, I understand your distinction. Pero in that case, dismissed siya, so that is executory. But yung perpetual disqualification ng ombudsman, ombudsman order, is that not yet final? Do I get you right? So hindi pa siya perpetually disqualified at this point?
Opo, no? If this is subject of the appeal to the Court of Appeals
Okay.
po, and then that petition cannot be deemed as final and executory. But then again, nothing prevents po any party who will be invoking that at that din po ito ng COMELEC.
Pero sir, kasi we're looking at the ombudsman case, and then you also have a case filed by the Soldian with the Tarlac RTC to cancel her birth certificate. Ang sabi nga ni Soldian Guevara sa amin, malamang aabutin ng eleksyon yan, hindi pa tapos yung appeals niyan. So medyo malabo yun. I suppose the most immediate one that you can use to address the issue would be yung declaration of nuisance candidate, section 69 I think ng Omnibus Election Code. That will all depend on the COMELEC.
Magkaiba po yung thrust kasi ng petition to declare as nuisance candidate. Ito po yan. Yung nuisance candidate po kasi, yan yung mga kandidato na walang bona fide intention to run for public office. Na ginagawa lang nila yung pagpapile ng COC to make a mockery out of the election or frustrate the will of the people, lalo na yung ikalawang klase na yung kapareho ng pangalan, katunog po, yung magko-confuse. So maari pong hindi applicable. Maari po, hindi ko sinasabi.
Yes, sir.
Maari pong hindi maging square fit po yung ating petition to declare as nuisance candidate. Mas fit po yung pag-question sa qualification sa pamamagitan ng cancellation or denial of due course of COC.
Pero sir, yung first category ng Section 69 doon sa Declaration of Nuisance Candidate is yung putting the election process in mockery or disrepute. I don't know, I suppose it's also very subjective. Pero I wonder
Yes.
if that didn't qualify.
That applies.
Opo. Pero
It's a question,
tandaan po
it's not a
natin,
statement.
Yung pong purpose to put into mockery and disrepute po ay nakakabit po dun sa sinasabing walang bona fide intention
Okay.
to run for public office. So medyo twin requirement po siya.
Okay. So, ikaw talaga. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So
That's
paano,
clear.
halimbawa, pwede nyo ba siyang i-exclude from the ballot based on, kahit meron pa siyang appeal? Halimbawa, may
Ganito po ang
nagpa-disqualify
proseso.
sa kanya.
Ganito po ang
Okay.
proseso, Ma'am Ami, no? Halimbawa, somebody files a petition to cancel or deny due course or COC, and it was established during the hearing that indeed merong evidence po na hindi siya qualified. Sabihin na natin yung citizenship. I don't want to preempt this kung meron
Yes,
na
sir.
Yes.
halimbawa po na talagang nagkaroon ng establishment ang COMELEC division na hindi siya qualified. And then ang magiging next course of action dyan, nasa respondent po yan. Kung aakyat siya sa Commission and Bank by way of motion for reconsideration, it's still the Commission and Bank po sustains the decision of the division na disqualified po talaga. Ang next course of action po dyan, aakyat na po sila sa Supreme Court. Direct po kasi ang apila ng mga COMELEC decision sa Supreme Court. Hindi na
Yes.
dadaan ng Court of Appeals. Ang ruling po, ang procedure po ng COMELEC dito is after 5 days po na magkaroon ng notice ng issuance o promulgation ng decision laban dun sa adverse decision, laban dun sa respondent, at hindi siya nakakuha within 5 days ng kanyang temporary restraining order, immediately i-implement po ng COMELEC yung aming decision, kaya maaari po siyang matanggal kaagad sa listahan.
So, alam mo na, Ed, kung anong gagawin natin.
Okay. So by November yan, di ba? By November, kailangan mag-uumpisa na kayo mag-print ng mga balot. Kasi malaking bagay yun na wala sa balota yung kandidato
December po. By the way po, hindi lang po itong kasong ito ang pinag-uusapan natin kung magkakaroon man pong
Yes.
kaso ito. Ngunit lahat po ng kaso ng cancellation of COC, disqualification, and nuisance candidate, ang commitment po ni Chairman Garcia, matapos lahat ng ito by November.
Sir, can I just backtrack, sir? Let me see if I got this right. So according to the timetable that you just specified, if the respondent, in this case Alice Go, is not able to secure a TRO from the higher courts, whether it's the CA or the Supreme Court, by a certain time, then tanggal siya talaga doon sa balota.
Opo, Supreme Court lang po, Sir Ed, dahil po ang rulings or decisions ng COMELEC po ay directly appealable to the Supreme Court. Hindi po kami dumadaan sa Court
Ng
of Appeal.
CA.
And yes po, ang sagot dyan, if within 5 days po na matanggap niya yung decision, hindi siya nakakuha ng temporary restraining order, walang inisyu na injunction ng Supreme Court, we will proceed with the implementation of the decision. Kaya kung mapapansin niyo po, mabilis po kami magtanggal sa balota kapag nakita po namin, yung mga decision namin, walang na-issue TRO.
Okay, that's...
Meron namang previous case, similar case na ganyan, attorney, na umakyat sa Supreme Court tapos walang TRO, kaya tinanggal niyo sa balota. Meron na bang gano'n? May precedent ba yun?
Na ganun kabilis.
Opo, sa kaso po ng cancellation of COC at nuisance, meron po. Pero mukhang sa citizenship po, this will be the first. Yung sa nuisance po, lagi po yan, marami po kaming dinedeclare na nuisance candidate, aakyat sila sa Supreme Court, hindi makakakuha ng temporary restraining order, immediately tinatanggal po namin sila sa balota.
Yung citizenship, are you coordinating with the Philippine Statistics Authority? Kasi madali naman siguro nilang malaman kung peke yan or may tinanggal nga silang isang civil registrar Kumusta yung investigation?
Ang importante po dito, opo, Ma'am Ami, ang importante po dito, dapat yung magsasampa ng kasong petition to cancel or deny due course po ay kumpleto ang kanyang ebidensya. Dahil tatandaan po natin sa punto po ito, pag naisampa yung kaso yan para pong korte ang COMELEC po.
Yes.
Sir, sorry, a little bit of detail there. Kasi, yun nga, may pending cancellation of birth certificate na yung Soldian with the Bamban
Yes.
RTC kailangan nyo bang intayin yun, yung Bamban RTC to act before you can act en banc on a petition to cancel the COC or can you do it on your own? Kasi, di ba, kung sa RTC dumaan yan, aakyat pa ng aakyat yan.
Naku, hindi po, wala pong kailangang hintayin ng COMELEC. Once na-acquire po namin ang ating pong jurisdiction doon sa isang petition, meron po talagang powers ang COMELEC na i-resolve po yan. Siguro po, it's up to the respondent whether or not gagamitin niyang prejudicial question yung iba pang kaso na nakasampa sa kanya. Basta ang importante po, once na naka-acquire ng jurisdiction ng COMELEC, full powers po ito at i-resolve po ito ng commission based on facts and the available law.
Yes, sir. But how will you determine her citizenship if there is no court that has yet decided on her cancellation of birth certificate?
Ganito po siguro, I don't want to preempt po kung ano mangyayari,
Yes, sir.
dahil sabi nga po namin, mukhang ine-expect namin ito. Basta po ang importante po dito, yung kaninang nabanggit ko, once the COMELEC acquires jurisdiction over a case which has been properly and seasonably filed, i-resolve po ng COMELEC yan. At may powers po ang COMELEC to establish fact. Malinaw po yan na long line of Supreme Court cases talaga pong may kapangyarihan ng COMELEC na to gather evidence, to receive evidence, and establish facts. And based on those facts as established, ay pwede po silang mag-rule in accordance with law.
So,
So siguro po, I leave my answer to that po. No?
Yes, sir.
At malinaw naman po na i-resolve po ito ng COMELEC if and when this case will be filed with us po.
So, spokesperson, kahit hindi kompleto yung data o ebidensya nung nag-file, ay pwede niyong punuan dahil meron kayong capacity.
May quasi-judicial.
Oo, meron kayong capacity para maghanap ng ebidensya. Yung ba sinasabi niyo?
Ganito po, dahil nga po sa nabanggit ko kanina, nung preliminary ko, na dapat yung magfa-file ng kaso ay may hawak na ebidensya. Dahil sa punto pong ito, para pong korte ang COMELEC, nababase po sa ebidensyang isusumite. At ang korte po ay hindi naghahanap ng ebidensya. Trabaho po yan o magsasampa ng kaso. Kaya nga po kung titignan nyo, yung aming pong kaso, doon sa election offense, COMELEC po ang naghanap ng ebidensya at itasampa po namin ultimately ito sa Regional Trial Court. Yan po ang existence ng mga korte sa atin. Hindi po sila maghahanap ng ebidensya kung hindi i-receive nilang ebidensya na isusumite sa kanila at titignan po nila ang probative value ng bawat ebidensya na maisusumite sa kanila.
Pero di ba kakasabi nyo lang, spokesperson, na pwede rin kayong maghanap ng ebidensya ng mga datos to support yung kaso? Oh.
Hindi po. Hiniwalay ko po. I think you understood me po, Secretary Ronald. Hiniwalay ko po yung powers ng COMELEC kanina patungkol po dun sa investigative powers namin sa pagsasampa ng kasong election offense na ginawa namin motu proprio. Yung po yung nag-fact-finding investigation po kami. Dahil election offense po ang pinag-uusapan dito at ang election offense po ay isinasampa sa Regional Trial Court. Hindi po sa korte. Now, ito pong petition to cancel COC na pinag-uusapan po natin, COMELEC po isasampa ito.
Kayo yung
this
korte.
time, ang korte po, parang korte po na tatayo ay ang COMELEC.
Sir, I understand you want to be careful kasi in the end, babagsak sa inyo po ito. So let me ask you a very theoretical question na lang before I move on to another case. Sir, so did I get you right, Bale, na when it gets to the COMELEC, then the COMELEC on its own can make a determination on her qualification with regard to citizenship on its own?
Tama po yan dahil nga po ito'y petition to cancel COC. Kung ano man po ang ma-establish na fact during hearing po, it's within the powers of the COMELEC to do so. In a long line of decision of the Supreme Court, it recognized po yung power ng COMELEC to establish facts based on evidence it has received during po the case.
Okay.
So,
Sir,
yung petitioner, pwede kahit sino? People of the Philippines case ba yan? Pwede ba halimbawa NBI ang mag-file or Solgen?
Opo, kailangan po
Pwede.
i-registered voter po ito dahil kailangan po is party with standing interest. Kailangan
okay.
po i-registered voter po yan. Opo.
does not have to be government. It can be any voter.
Pwede kahit sino.
Kaya pwede kami ni Ed.
Damay ka na naman.
Oo.
Sir, move on lang sa ibang kaso naman, yung perpetual disqualification daw ni Mayor Mike Rama on nepotism case at the Ombudsman.
Yes po, regarding
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can we ask for an update dun sa kasi we're not sure about his status eh. So does that mean he can run?
Opo, I also have to check the status din po dahil kung matatandaan po natin, kami po ay taga-implement lang din ang
Yes, sir.
decision ng Ombudsman at chinecheck din po namin sa kanila ito. Siguro po, hihingi po ako ng pagkakataon sa inyo na ma-check muna po namin ito.
Yes, sir. Well, we understand and we appreciate the prudence. Okay. Ronald, Ami, may pahabol ba?
Attorney, isa na lang. May final na ba si former President Rodrigo Duterte? May iniintay kami story ngayon.
Again po, what's the question po? Paumanin po, medyo nag-choppy po.
May final ba siyang certificate of candidacy for any position si former President Digong Duterte?
Opo. So far as the senatorial candidacy is concerned po, wala po kami natanggap mula sa kanya. Pagdating po dun sa mga kung meron man po sa ibang position, we have to verify muna po dahil wala pa po yung report ng field offices.
Yung paborito kong kandidato, si ex-human rights lawyer Harry Roque, hindi pa ba nag-file dyan, spokesperson?
Opo, dito po sa main office po, wala pa po kami natatanggap na anuman po from former Secretary Roque po.
Okay. Ami, okay na?
Okay na, okay
Pakalan
na.
natin si attorney. Sir,
Salamat,
maraming salamat, sir.
Salamat,
Thank you for joining us
spokesperson.
sa very enlightening discussion. Maraming salamat po.
Salamat.
Thank you,
Attorney
Attorney.
Rex
Maraming
Ojaco.
salamat po. Mabuhay
Salamat,
po.
salamat.
Okay. So, yun pala. They don't necessarily have to wait for the Tarlac artists to decide on the birth certificate cancellation filed by the Saudi, at least as far as the Comelec is concerned. Hindi motu proprio, pero on its own daw, the commission can make a determination based on
Pero
evidence.
dapat may magsampa. Oo.
Okay. Mga bok, we have to go into break dahil kailangan natin ng mga commercial para mabigyan ng kape si
So,
Tito Ronald.
ite-text ko na sa'yo habang break.
May nilabas sa litrato ang hindi ko alam kung
Yan,
Iglesia
oh.
or ni OVP.
Yes, nagpunta siya doon, nagpunta siya.
Hindi siya simpleng picture at hindi siya simpleng statement. Mukhang it's a political,
It's a political statement as well.
Yeah. Lalo na sa panahong ito.
Nakipagpulong si Vice President Sa Duterte kay Iglesia. Anong official title ni Manalo? Executive
Hindi ko alam eh. Yung,
Minister.
Minister.
Executive Minister.
Minister.
at,
ng Iglesia ni Cristo.
at yung kanilang
Executive Minister.
at nakita rin natin yan, yung pagguhit na yan, doon sa kanilang representatibo sa Kongreso. Si
Dante
Marcoleta. No, na mukhang tatakbo for the Senate. Daw?
Oo, meron ng ganong announcement, although wala pang COC.
So you see this as a political statement as well? Well, you just said so.
Definitely.
You
Definitely.
just said so.
Definitely.
So it's also the drawing of the line. Well, not just drawing the line, but also choosing which side of the line they're going to stand on.
Well, yun yung ating obserbasyon. Pero sino ba naman tayo?
Hindi ka learned eh.
Hindi naman ako learner.
Meaning mawawala sa, that's significant na mawawala sa Marcos yung INC kung sakasakali.
Yes. Yes.
Na?
So
That's significant.
baka gawing headline ni Ami ang
Yami,
bukas.
oh, nga eh. Talagang
Hindi,
Philippines
hindi.
lang talaga, no?
Meron kaming ganung istorya.
Gets na gets.
O sige, pakawalan natin si Tito Ronald Llamas at marami pa siyang kalawakan na kailangang puntahan. Maraming salamat sa ang pamintuhan ng Philippine Star at si Tito Ronald Llamas ang ating pandit na naghahanap ng kape. Just again, tomorrow 4 p.m. for the StoryCon. I'm Ed Lingao. We are One News, all sides, all the time. Pundit.
This is the Story Conference Group or the StoryCon Group.